Good morning, friends. I'm reading today's affirmation from my book, My Life Gets Better Every Day, and today is June 11th. The affirmation for today is, I focus on joy. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life or what challenge you're trying to overcome. If you feel sad, overwhelmed, or stressed, you can't attract positive things. What comes into your life is aligned with the energy you create. So negative energy attracts more negative experiences, circumstances, and feelings. Even if you don't know how to solve the problem, particularly if you don't know how to solve the problem, focus on feeling good. Do what you can to raise your vibe and become a magnet for positive things. I know this is easier said than done, but it helps to develop a toolkit of things you know will make you feel better. Try reaching out to someone who might need help, writing in your gratitude journal, taking a walk in the woods, petting a dog, or finding a new volunteer opportunity. Or maybe you could donate some money to charity, bake a cake for your neighbor, write a love letter to your partner, or ask a friend to go on a picnic with you. Don't let yourself get caught in the trap of thinking about your problems all the time and magnifying them. Make a conscious choice to shift your energy and start attracting harmonious solutions. Love, Teddy. So this gets dangerously close, right, to that like toxic positivity thing that you hear about these days, where it's like you just got to be happy all the time. And that's definitely not what it's about. But it is about remembering that when you're having a difficult time or you're going through a challenge, it's very easy to just kind of like go with it, right? Like you just go down that river, you're rehearsing the thing that's happening to you, you're focused on the problem that you're having, you're letting like all of your thoughts and energy kind of like coalesce around that issue. And that's really normal, that, right? We're trying to solve the problem, we're trying to protect ourselves from dangerous situations. So that's a totally normal, natural survival instinct to like focus on problems and try to mediate them. But if there's nothing you can actively do in the moment to fix it, right? It's really important to try to like turn things around, try to like turn the ship around. Because the more you focus on the problem, the more you obsess about it, the more you worry about it, you're magnifying it. You really are amplifying it in your life and making it a bigger issue than it already is. So this isn't about like needing to act happy even when you're not, or, you know, like ignoring the feelings that you're having about it, because of course they're perfectly valid. But it is about remembering that there's always things you can do to kind of turn your energy around and shift your mindset in order to get out of that rut, right? Like you're stuck with this and you can move on. And sometimes it's not just a matter of sitting around and trying to like think different, right? And white knuckle your way into a different way of thinking. But doing these activities that I mentioned here really can shift your energy, right? Like, okay, I'm having a tough time. I don't know what the solution to this problem is. I'm gonna let it sit over there for a minute. I know that it's happening and I acknowledge that it's very upsetting to me, but I'm gonna leave it alone for a minute and I'm gonna go try to do something that's gonna turn my energy around, turn my mindset around, make my day a little bit better so that I can move out of the challenge, right? As I've said before, you cannot think clearly when you're in that survival mode. And that's really what that is when you're worrying about a problem or you're obsessing about something. You're trying to protect yourself. You're in survival mode and you can't think clearly, nothing good will come out of that. So whatever you can do to kind of like lift yourself out of that dark place and move into a place of like clearer thinking, calmer nervous system, all of that stuff, it's really, really important. And you'll find when you do like sit down and just write a note to someone. The other day I did this. I just sat down and write like a nice note to somebody in my life that I really appreciate, but is the kind of person who's kind of tangential to my life and I never have the opportunity to thank them for their work. So I just wrote a note and mailed it to them. And I mean, I'm never going to hear back. I don't care. That's not the point. The point is that it made me feel good, right? Like I'm generating some positive energy in my life and in theirs. And it was like, yeah, this is what life is about. It's really about connecting with other people and doing nice things for other people when you can, and that really turned things around for me. So I encourage you today to figure out a way that you can get yourself back on a, kind of even neutral, doesn't even have to be positive, but a neutral mental track, and just acknowledge the way you're feeling about what's going on. It's completely valid. It's normal that you would be upset, and it's possible for you to kind of turn things around and get back on a better track. So the affirmation is, I focus on joy. Maybe just focus on something other than what you're doing right now, right? Like obsessing about things does not work. So you can come back to a place of neutrality. Like I'm gonna totally ignore that hard thing today. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna set it over there. It's not something that I need to deal with. And you'll be amazed at how much easier it is to process, to think, to come up with solutions when you're not in that really dark frame of mind. I hope that's helpful for you, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching and liking and subscribing if you are so inclined, and commenting. Thank you.